taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Cardinals will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Lyle. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That's caught. It's Jacobs. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyle.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And how about the work up front? That big defensive line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Canes want to move quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He wants it all. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He'll bring it out. It's locked. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Found the seam on the left. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Lyle. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Back to pass. It's Simmons. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Barrels ahead. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
They'll go to the ground, and he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Guys, the Deep South's oldest rivalry is writing another chapter today, and we're pleased to document it. Auburn and Georgia, and here's a quick update. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jackson will throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They get to him as he throws. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Calls his own number. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Snagged in the middle. It's Skinner. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Louisville!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 5 over UTSA. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Let's send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. Continues to fight for yards. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They'll move the tight end. A run for the quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Here's the give off the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Jackson will throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've only converted 1 time in 3 fourth-down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the Cardinals will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's blocked. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Cardinals have this offense rolling.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Caught behind the line. It's Wallace. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. The crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big loss, and they've got to get lined up right away because the offense is going quickly.
Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Kay. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Oh, and he missed it. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Jackson gonna throw it. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
With the catch, it's Wallace. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The throw. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Corners showing press. They want to be into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. They're trailing by just 4 to Wake Forest. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now they'll try the right side. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Turning on the Jets. Past the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Forward. Push down for the tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Cardinals. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the extra point is good. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Swings it out to the flat. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Caught at the 25. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Jackson will throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Got a man, it's Golden. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Finding open areas. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Pringle. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield is Simmons. Trying to set up the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Look out, he's got room. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Canes are in the hurry-up. Touch pass on the run. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. The RPO, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man on the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Complete downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the pass. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll send the back in motion. Jackson will throw. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Quick toss. Touchdown, Louisville! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw at Simmons. Fires to the middle. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but, man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way, finally, against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's really the most common type of